So good afternoon, students. Come to the next class. I hope that you are enjoying these classes, staying at home, and I hope that these classes are also helping you in your preparation for the board exam. Now, let us start the next class of the Tiger King. In the previous class that we discussed up to the part 2, that where we saw that after killing the first tiger, the Tiger King called the astrologers and showed the dead beast to the astrologers, and the astrologer told that in that way the king might be able to kill 99 tigers, but he must be aware of the 100 tiger. And at this the king challenged with the astrologer. The astrologer also challenged with the king. Up to this we completed in the previous class. So let's resume from the next part. From that day onwards, it was celebration time for all the tigers inhabiting Protip. The state banned tiger hunting by anyone except the Maharaja. A proclamation was issued to the effect that if anyone dared to fling so much as a stone at a tiger, all his wealth and property would be confiscated. Means, our narrator is telling that the king declared this, that a proclamation, here proclamation means declaration, that there was a royal declaration, and it actually it was issued for everyone who are living in that state, that nobody is allowed to kill a tiger, even if anyone dared to fling means to throw even a little piece of stone to a tiger, then all his wealth and property might be confiscated. Confiscated means might be seized, might be forfeit. And that is why it is stated that why? Because the king had already taken his oath that he is going to kill 100 tiger. So he is the only person who will kill the tiger in the forest of Protip. And for that reason, this kind of proclamation came into act. The Maharaja vowed he would attend to all other matters only after killing the 100 tigers. Initially, the king seemed well set to realize his ambition, and the Maharaja actually he has taken this oath that his first and foremost aim would be to kill 100 tigers. Afterwards, he will carry out all his duties as a king. Not that he faced no dangers. There were times when the bullet missed the mark, the tiger leaped over him, and he fought the beast with his bare hands. Each time, it was the Maharaja who won. So every time our narrator told that it was not like this, that in that expedition of killing tiger, it was not that the Tiger King did not face any danger. Sometimes the tiger even jumped over it, and he was so brave a king that he fought against the tiger with his bare hands. Other times when he shot at the tiger, the bullet missed the tiger. But every time the Maharaja won in the battle between him and the tiger. So from up to these, the foretelling by the astrologers, it came true, because never forget what the astrologer has told, that this boy would be champion of champions, warrior of warriors. And up to these, yes, it's clear that the king is a brave one, because killing a tiger with his bare hands is not a matter of jokes, but the king did it successfully. At another time, he was in danger of losing his throne. This is important. At another time, he was in danger of losing his throne. A high-ranking British officer visited Protip. I told that when the story was the plot, when the British also ruled our India, he was very fond of hunting tigers and fonder of being photographed with the tigers he had shot. So one high-ranking British officer came with his request to the king. What was the request? As usual, he wished to hunt tigers in Pratibandhapuram. So the high-ranking British officer, he came with a request to the Tiger King that he wanted to kill a tiger or wanted to kill tigers in the forest of Pratibandhapuram, because he liked to kill tiger and he liked more to take a photograph with the carcass. Carcass means the dead body of animals, so with the dead tigers. But the Maharaja was firm in his resolve. Resolve means a decision. He refused permission. But the Maharaja did not give the permission to the British high-ranking officer to kill any tiger in the jungle of Pratibandhapuram. I can organize any other hunt. You may go on a boar hunt. You may conduct a mouse hunt. We are ready for a mosquito hunt. But tiger hunt, that's impossible. The king told the British officers that yes, we can't give you the permission, and instead of killing tigers, the king told the British officer that that they could arrange anything, and if the British officer wanted to kill a boar means a wild pig, or even the British officer wanted to kill mouse, even the British officer wanted to kill mosquito, these are also the king could manage. But killing tigers, the permission for killing tigers is not granted. Here the killing of mosquito is a touch of humor. It seems that the king wants to tell to the British officer that the thing that appears to be impossible, that can also be arranged for the British officer, but not permission for killing tiger. The British officer's secretary sent word to the Maharaja through the Dewan that the Durai himself did not have to kill the tiger. The Maharaja could do the actual killing. What was important to the Durai was a photograph of himself holding the gun and standing over the tiger's carcass. Now, after being refused, the secretary of the British officer, he just came with that request to the king that okay, no need to give permission for killing tigers. That British officer would not kill tigers, but he wanted to take photograph with the carcass. Carcass means, I told, dead body of animals. And that secretary told the Maharaja that he might do the killing of the tiger. He might do the job of killing the tiger. But Durai, he actually wanted to take a photograph with the dead beast. And that he wanted. And he would he also wanted to take the photograph standing by the side of the dead body of the tiger holding the gun. Now, but the Maharaja would not agree even to this proposal. But the Maharaja told no. That proposal also cannot be entertained. If he relented now, what would he do if other British officers turned up for tiger hunt? Now the Maharaja was very much afraid of this, that if he had given this permission to this British officer of killing tigers in the jungle of Pratibandhapuram, then the other day the other British officer would come with the same request, and then the king will have to give the permission to one and all, and in such a way all the tigers will be killed by the British officers, and the Tiger King will not get any more tigers to kill, because he wanted to reach his tally of killing 100 tigers. Because he prevented a British officer from fulfilling his desire, the Maharaja stood in danger of losing his kingdom itself. Now the Maharaja refused in a very powerful British officer. So he was very much scared of losing his kingdom. It might be that the British might snatch his kingdom, the Pratibandhapuram, from him, because that high-ranking officer must be offended with the British with the Tiger King. So the Maharaja and the Dewan held deliberations over this issue. Deliberation means discussions. So the Maharaja with his Dewan, he discussed on this matter. As a result, a telegram was dispatched forthwith to a famous British company of jewelers in Calcutta. Sent samples of expensive diamond rings of different designs. So the king decided to present diamond rings to the British officer's wife. And as per this decision, he actually he sent a telegraph to renowned jewelries, renowned company of jewelers in Calcutta, and ordered them to send 50 rings, 50 diamond rings of different designs. Some 50 rings arrived. The Maharaja sent the whole lot to the British officer's good lady. The king and the minister expected the Duraisani to choose one or two rings and send the rest back. Within no time at all, the Duraisani sent her reply, "Thank you very much for your gifts." What happened? That here is also a touch of irony that our narrator wants to say that how the British were actually. Here, the British king sent that 50 diamond rings to the good lady. Duraisani means the wife, the good lady of the British officer. And the king expected that the queen, the wife of the British officer would take one or two diamond rings and would send back the rest of the part. But in reply, the Tiger King got only a message: "Thank you very much for your expensive gifts." Means the wife of British officer had taken all the 50 rings. In 2 days, a bill for 3 lakh of rupees came from the British jewelers. The Maharaja was happy that though he had lost 3 lakh of rupees, he had managed to retain his kingdom. And for this, Maharaja had to pay 3 lakhs of rupees as a bill for these 50 diamond rings. But still, the Maharaja was happy, because in such a way, though he had to cost that 3 lakhs rupees for these diamond rings, but at the end he could manage to save his kingdom. So recurringly question comes from this part, that how did Tiger King retain his kingdom? And these are the answers that we discussed. Now come to the next part of it. The Maharaja's tiger hunts continued to be highly successful. Within 10 years, he was able to kill 70 tigers, and then an unforeseen hurdle brought his mission to a standstill. So within 10 years, the king killed 70 tigers. Okay, and it was highly successful expedition by the Tiger King. But after killing these 70 tigers, unforeseen, unprecedented problem had occurred in front of the Tiger King. The tiger population became extinct in the forest of Protip. Extinct means just ended up. Who knows whether the tigers practiced birth control or committed harakiri? So not a single tiger is found in the forest of Protip. All the tigers, the number of tigers are totally dried up. So our narrator here, the touch of humor, our narrator thought that the tiger they have probably practiced that birth control, or that committed harakiri. Here, harakiri means suicide. They might have committed suicide, or simply ran away from the state because they desired to be sought by the British hands only. And our narrator told that there might be another possibilities why the number of tigers are decreasing. They might have gone, they might have run away from this forest of Pratibandapuram to be sought by the British officers. So whatever might be the cause, the fact is the tiger population, the number of tigers are totally decreased, as if extinct. One day, the Maharaja sent for the Diwan. So Diwan, as if is a crisis manager. Whenever the Maharaja is in problem, he actually called the Diwan. So usually Diwan came. Diwan Sahib, aren't you aware of the fact that 30 tigers still remain to be shot down by this gun of mine? He asked, brandishing his gun. Now when Diwan came, the Maharaja asked Diwan that, have you forgotten that I will have to kill another 30 tigers with my gun? And when he told this, he was brandishing the gun. Brandishing means waving this weapon. He was waving this weapon. Shuddering at the sight of the gun, the Diwan cried out, shuddering, trembling. The Diwan was very much afraid of seeing this, that the Tiger King was waving his gun. And being afraid, the Diwan told this, Your Majesty, I am not a tiger. Which idiot would call you a tiger? No, I am not a gun. Now, saying that gun might be, the Dewan was very much confused. Okay, and he was just conversing in such a way, in a foolish way. You are neither tiger nor gun. Dewan Sahib, I summoned you here for a different purpose. I have decided to get married. Now, the king told the Diwan that yes, I'm telling that you are not a gun, you are not a tiger, or anything. I have called you because I had a certain plan in my mind. What is the plan? That the Tiger King told that he wanted to marry. He decided to marry. The Diwan began to babble even more. Here, the babble means talking very fast and foolishly. Okay, very quickly and foolishly. Your Majesty, I have 2 wives already. If I marry you, Diwan was totally confused. As if when Tiger King told that he wanted to be married, Diwan thought that Tiger King wanted to marry him. Don't talk nonsense. Why should I marry you? What I want is a tiger. Now, the king told, why you are just behaving like this? I just want a tiger. Now again, Your Majesty, please think it over. Your ancestors were married to the sword. If you like, marry the gun. A tiger king is more than enough for this state. It doesn't need a tiger queen as well. The Diwan told King, Majesty, what you are telling about? Because Diwan thought that the Tiger King wanted to marry a tiger. So he told, what you are telling? Your predecessors, your ancestors, they had married to the sword. Actually, history tells us that who are the brave warriors, they always carry their weapons all the time, and as if they had married to it. So here, the Diwan actually told this to the Tiger King, that your ancestors, your predecessors had married with their sword. If you want, you may marry the gun, because in our state, Tiger King, one Tiger King is sufficient. We don't want the Tiger Queen. Here also a tinge of irony is there, because the Diwan, as if wants to say that actually we are very much unhappy to have a king like you, Tiger King, in our kingdom, so we don't want another Tiger Queen. The Maharaja gave a loud crack of laughter. Crack means sudden explosive sound. I'm not thinking of marrying either a tiger or a girl, but a girl from the ranks of human beings. First, you may draw up statistics of tiger populations in the different native states. Next, you may investigate if there is a girl I can marry in the royal family of a state with a large tiger population. So the Tiger King already had made the plan. His plan is that he is going to marry a girl of the royal family from any native states, but the condition is that native states should have large forests, and that forest must have tigers in this. So this is the plan made by the Tiger King, and he just told this to the Diwan. The Diwan followed his orders. He found the right girl from a state which possessed a large number of tigers. So according to the king's order, the Diwan had managed everything, and the Tiger King was married to a girl. That girl belonged to a native state, and that native state had large number of tigers in the forest. Maharaja Jung Bahadur killed 5 or 6 tigers each time he visited his father-in-law. See, Maharaja, when he used to go to his father-in-law's house in that native state, father-in-law, he used to kill 5 or 6 tigers every time. In this manner, 99 tiger skins adorned the walls of the reception hall in the Protibandhapuram palace. In such a way, Tiger King killed 99 tigers, and all the skins of these 99 tigers decorated the palace, decorated the reception hall in the Protibandhapuram palace. So up to this, the foretelling about the Tiger King came to be true. What would happen? To know more, we will just wait for our next class. In our next class, we will discuss about more, and we will see how the story comes to an end. Till then, goodbye.